Hello everyone, it's Matthew Stewart, the Operations Manager here at Fintelics. And today I'm excited to introduce you to one of our developers, Zheng. Now Zheng is an experienced full-stack developer who is primarily working on the front end right now at Fintelics. So Zheng, as a front-end developer, what's your favorite framework you like to use?
My favorite framework would have to be React.
React? Now, what exactly is React?
Well, React is a front-end UI framework developed and maintained by Facebook. It has a large community of developers around it, and it is, this year on Stack Overflow, it's rated as the most beloved framework.
Wow, that sounds very exciting. The most beloved framework?
Yeah.
That's very exciting. Now, what are some of the advantages of using, what are some of the pros or advantages of using React?
Well, first of all, it's fast compared to traditional HTML and jQuery. It's significantly faster in page rendering. Not only that, it also has a huge ecosystem. There's a lot of developers who uses it. React is written in JavaScript, meaning that it can integrate a lot of already existing JavaScript libraries. And besides those libraries, it also has a huge ecosystem of its own libraries that developers can use to develop their applications.
So that sounds great, but obviously if something sounds too good to be true, it usually is. So I'm wondering, what are some of the negatives involved? What are some of the cons that come with using React?
The major pain point with React is that its library is constantly in flux, meaning that every version there will be a breaking change, and its versions wouldn't be compatible with each other, making upgrade very hard, and it could lead to code instability. Given it, and also with its fast-paced development, it also has very poor documentation, because the documentation couldn't keep up with the development, and very often you can find outdated documentation or incorrect documentation. And also the look and feel of React is very hard for developers who are used to other frameworks to transition into.
So there's kind of a subjective preference there as well. If they're too familiar with some of the older frameworks, it might take them a longer time to adjust to using React.
Yeah.
Now that they know what React is, what some of the pros are that are involved when you start using React, and as well as some of the cons, can you give some examples of React in the real world, companies that are using React?
Yeah, definitely. So of course there's Facebook, who developed React. There's also Instagram, which is also a React company, Twitter, and there's also Netflix, and many other big companies.
Wow, so some pretty big companies are using React. So there you have it. There's a little bit about React, maybe help you decide if you're looking to use React, or maybe if you want to look at another framework. And of course, if you have any more questions about React, feel free to leave a comment down below. We're happy to answer your questions, and one lucky person who asks the question will actually have the opportunity to win one of our Fintelics t-shirts. Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.